Ladies and gentlemen, head coach Troy G. Ward.
Troy, just incredibly dramatic hockey game tonight, and one that you guys dominated for long stretches. In light of that, I mean, how do you sort of just interpret the results? I mean, you guys perhaps did deserve better this evening, just based on how you carried the play, I guess.
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job. I thought we had played a pretty good game. Did a lot of really good things. Obviously, we had plenty of really good looks. We didn't score, and you got to give obviously their team and obviously their goalie had quite the night. We anticipated in this series that it could be the two goalies stealing the show, and you would anticipate in game one that was everything it was. Obviously Orts didn't see half or anywhere near the quality shots that Mrazek did, and he made the big saves. That's why you win in the playoffs is you get those unbelievable performances, and it only takes one person, and he was the right guy tonight for them.
Real pivotal point in the game. You guys had a couple 5-on-3s in the second period, and just in general, the power play didn't click tonight. What did you notice from the power play this evening?
Well, a good point. I mean, our we had two 5-on-3s, and in the postseason, or regular season, especially in the postseason, like you gotta, you can't really always determine whether your team's going to score. But you can determine that there's got to be some momentum out of that, and there's got to be some shots and some really good looks, and that was my disappointment in both 5-on-3s. I didn't think that we were real crisp there, and I didn't think that we generated any momentum out of it. I thought it actually was more deflating for our hockey team than it was pick me up. If they score, it's great, obviously, but you got to get some momentum out of those 5-on-3s, and we didn't generate much there or on the power play just in general tonight. So
after 90+ minutes of hockey, you guys got to go back right at it tomorrow. How do you plan on getting you guys kind of relaxed and re-energized for tomorrow?
Well, you just, we'll have an optional skate, obviously. Both teams, I'm sure, will, after the magnitude of tonight's game. And, we'll come in the morning and we'll talk about a few X's and O things. But in general, like a lot of things in that area weren't really off. It's more about our rest and our recovery and trying to get our energy back for tomorrow. And, we're taking the strides to do that right now. And, the other part about it is you got to rely on the Corey Locks of the world and the different people that have been through this, Our veteran guys, you got to rely on the guys that have won and are here based on their age and based on their experience that we picked up down the stretch. And those guys are great leaders for our hockey team. And, we just got to be patient. We understood that, we're going to have some tough times in the playoffs, and it really isn't so much of a tough time. The outcome's a tough time, but if the process was really good, like we did some good things. So, we just go back at her tomorrow.
Derek Smith left there in the second period. What's his status?
Yeah, he came back in the second, tried to play a little bit. He got hurt in the first. To what degree and what's the issue, I don't know. My focus is so off. If you're on the bench, I'm pretty focused on you. If you're not, I'm not really. And I don't know. I have not, and we're basically just trying to get organized for tomorrow at this point. But I got to go figure out where Derek's at, and based on him not finishing the game, it's obviously not likely he'll play again tomorrow. So, otherwise the length of this game, if he was probably healthy enough, maybe could have came back. But I'm assuming he's not healthy enough. So.
Aside from Smith, I mean, do you anticipate a few other lineup changes just with respect to getting, you obviously have a lot of bodies here and just getting a little bit more energy?
Yeah, I mean, we got to look at our depth right now. We platooned a lot of guys last week in 3-and-3 in Texas, and, we got to look at our depth. We got to look at the guys how they played tonight and how they contributed to our team. And, we obviously played a short bench there for a long time, but this has nothing to do with, did certain guys not play that well because of their ice time. It's more of a rhythm thing. It's just when you get a rhythm going and you're playing every third shift and you're a forward line, that's really important to our skilled guys. Otherwise, sometimes 4 lines and not touching the ice and not enough takes a real skilled, high-energy guy out of their game, like a Reinhardt or Granlund. That's tough to play when you're playing 4 lines all the time. But tomorrow will be more probably of a 4-line game based on the effort that was given tonight. Both teams put out a good effort. That was a kind of an epic game in this building. So it was a good hockey game.
With this being a battle of probably two of the best goalies in the league and it being a really low series, with your team being usually a high-scoring team, do you think that's going to be frustrating for the guys in the locker room at all?
Well, I think it'll be the frustrating part would be if we didn't get our looks. I felt the guys were really upbeat the whole game because we had tremendous looks. Like we had some near misses and some really close plays. I thought we moved the puck. For whatever reason, at times tonight, that contributed to the lack of scoring. I thought the puck bounced a lot. I thought it was a hard puck to handle. And, both teams had that issue, but we just had a lot of skilled players in near scoring chance situations that could never get the look or couldn't get the puck on their stick in the right way, and that's kind of how we went. Like, I just thought a couple of our lines didn't fight the puck. They just never had any clarity to it, and it just was a tough game. But we did produce chances through our systematical play, but we had some individuals that probably were frustrated more because I thought just their puck touches were never good, and the puck seemed to be always kind of on edge or bouncing or something like that. But we got our look, so I don't think we'll be frustrated by his performance so much. I think we'd be more frustrated if we didn't even get scoring chances.
Last question. Great. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.